Live?
Yeah.
Alright.
Eh?
Hey everyone, so this is Julian from the Binary Lab making a video while I drive. Okay, so I'm actually heading out for a friend's birthday party, but in the meantime, I wanted to talk about when not to trade. And the reason why I wanted to make this video at this time, specifically today, was because during today's trading sessions, we had 2 sessions today, Asian session as well as New York session. We had the same phenomena, okay? So, what I found out, long story short, is that the first day of the month may be a day that you may want to stay away from. Of course, there's money to be had if you catch the big reversals. Be patient on the M5 and you will have opportunities to pick some very nice wins. I'm talking about 20 pip, 40 minute in the monies. But if you're looking to do M1 charts, which is what I do most of the time, as well as most of the time on my webinars, M1 charts is something that you may not really want to do on days like the first day of the month. Okay, there's a very funny phenomena that happens, and that is that you get a monthly high or low on many currency pairs, which is also the daily high or low. That is not the weekly high or low. Does it make sense? If you're in front of your computer right now, if you have NetDania, if you have MT4, if you have TradingView, open your charts, go to H1 or D1. Actually, just go to D1, and you're gonna see what I mean. All right. In the Binary Lab, I use an indicator set that automatically draws out the support resistances for the monthly, daily, and the weekly. So today was one of those days that is either the monthly high or low, but which is not the weekly high or low. And when it reaches that, if you are a member of the Binary Lab, go and check out the replays that we just did on the webinars for the New York session, Asian session. Both sessions we emerged profitable, but it was very, very ugly. And the reason for that is that when the price goes up to that so-called monthly high, which is really nothing on the weekly chart, when it goes up to that monthly high, it will kind of like just go flatline, and it might push up, or it might just go flatline for a very long period of time before actually coming down. Long story short, it's bad for breakout trading. It's bad for reversal trading. Why?
Your condition is weak.
Okay, so yeah, it should be okay. Can you guys hear me fine right now? I'm talking about the. Okay, can you guys hear me fine? Comment below if you can hear, because it says signal is weak. Okay, so when I was saying that it's bad for breakouts, it's bad for reversals, and the reason for that. Okay, so the reason for that is because, like when it breaks out, just the moment after it breaks out, it goes into a consolidation. And then when you think it's going to reverse, it goes into consolidation instead. So basically, the best ways to trade this is that you want to identify a really, really big portion of consolidation, and after it really moves away from that, and then trade the reversal down. This could be a double top, this could be a triple top, and supposing if you're doing reversals, that would be the way. I'll probably even move off to Forex on a day like this. Today is one of those days that is not. The first day of the month is probably not one of the best days for binary trading for most people. Okay, so if you are like intermediate, advanced, trade as usual is a good condition to exercise your skills. But if you're looking to make money, which is most people, what a lot of newbies will experience on sessions like this and the last one is that, I actually felt bad for the newbies because they would have to put up with a lot of overwhelm that is, that is not really useful to know. It's overwhelm that is useful only for situations like this, which newbies should be staying away from most part. Okay, so now let's talk about how do you handle the situation. Okay, how do you handle a situation when things don't really go quite to plan? let's say, you try to do a couple of breakouts and you fail consecutively. You did a couple of reversals, you fail consecutively because like the price, like I said, keep going from one step to the next step to the next step, and when you thought it's going to finally come down the other way, just goes flatlining, or when you thought it's going to break out, it just goes flatlining. So what do you do with that? Okay, this comes to be more of like a mental psyche kind of thing, and I'm just going to relate this from the point of view as a tennis player. You may play other sports, but for me, I know tennis best, and I'm going to use the example of, do you know how it is like sometimes when you have an easy trading day, a set that where you win is six, you play to 6 games. So let's say if I trade on an easy market day, a day where my reversals go straight off the bat, my breakouts go straight off the bat, I don't have to re-entry, I don't have to martingale, I don't have to risk manage, so to speak. Then those would be like winning an opponent 6-0, 6-2 even, 6-1, alright? And then sometimes you meet with the medium difficulty opponents. That's when you might win a set, with a bit of struggle. 6 games to 3, 6 games to 4, sometimes even 7 games to 5. If I compare today to tennis, today is like one of those days where you win in a tie break. Or not even a tie break, is one of those days. Okay, let me tell you what happened today on the session. On the most recent New York session, the first few breakouts worked tremendously well. We had a streak of 3 or 4 trades wins in a row, and then followed by that, it was consolidation after consolidation, which really wasn't quite working out. Okay, and that resulted in re-entries. Then we had to abandon as well because I saw there's not going to be a point to do so. And then I started to go for more precise reversal trading, and I was able to get my first reversal pinpoint. Second one I had to do with a re-entry, and then my third one also made a re-entry as well. Finally, the market moved away from the monthly highs and lows, and I was able to take a trade on the pound USD with no problem. Okay, and then there was another 2 trades that were kind of messy as well. So at that point of time, what was going through my head was this is a difficult session. I could either get out with a small loss or a break even, but at the same time, I know it is also possible to be able to escape with a small win. Because for me, I like to finish with my account being up for the day, no matter if it's, even if it's not a 5% profit day. Even going up 1%, even going up 2% is great. So I'm gonna just try to test my skills. After all, I'm playing with my profits. I'm gonna try and test my skills and see if I can get away with 3 or 4% profit today. So, and then met with trades that took off straight away, more complications as well. And then falling back into last week's example where I had to take when you go into a very when you have a very big wild trend, okay, it's like one of those things that you try to go counter trend but it just keeps going out forever, right? A lot of people will think that the bigger you go in your trade size, the more time you want to give it. That's wrong. In fact, the bigger the trade, the bigger the trade in a ascending trend, in a stubborn ascending trend or descending trend, sometimes it is more sensible to look for a pullback than a reversal. Okay, more expiry time is only going to work well if it is a reversal, but you may not get that. So what happened today was that everyone was wondering, why was I all of a sudden, after doing a series of 5-minute, 7-minute trades that didn't work out, why did I go on to do 60-second trade on one of the setups? Why did I go on to do a 2-minute trade on a different setup? After losing, let's say, 10-minute trade. Because I felt that based on the situation, it's just gonna go for even lower monthly low or even higher monthly high. And it made no sense to go for the most interim thing that would happen, which is a pullback. Okay? If that makes sense to you, go ahead and comment below as well so that I know you're following me. Rather than going for the reversal, I just go for the pullback and I take that. End of the day, what happened was really nice because there was the markets do correlate. By the way, if you haven't watched my video about correlations on my YouTube channel or even on this Facebook page, go ahead and look out for my video on correlations trading. That is really powerful, and I used that today to be able to finish a session really strong with a second and a third martingale both winning. I thought the second wasn't going to win. I went in on the third, and in the end both trades won, and I finished the session adding 7k to my account. And was it 7? No, sorry, it was 10. No, 10k to the account, and that is something like 8% gain. So coming back to this point, when you come up to a difficult situation, look at your resources. I tell a lot of my traders that when you meet with difficulty, all right, if it is kind of like what you guys watch Bruce Lee, all right? What Bruce Lee would tell his students: when you meet with when you guys meet with someone with a fight that's too big for you, back off, regroup and back off. That's the best advice for newbies. So that way it protects you from losing too much. But if you have profits to play with and you didn't risk out too much, here's what I always do. Okay, when I see that it's monthly high, when it's monthly low, I'm gonna do my trades a little bit different than I usually do. I'm gonna start thinking that, okay, I know for a fact that I may not win this on the first attempt. So I'm gonna size my trades in such a way that if I have to martingale, I can. There will be the days on the market, and you can observe the range, you can observe the candlestick behavior, you can look at the last 100 bars, how they behave, and you can actually have a very good idea of whether
I have comment.
Whether you can take the trade directly.
Comment.
I'm kind of driving. I'll read a comment in the traffic light.
I look up to you, man. We need more people like you in South Africa.
Thank you. So with a bit of luck, hopefully I get to visit you guys one day. We actually do have a fair amount of people in South Africa inside the Binary Lab. So I was saying that I look at the scenarios, and that's why in my trading sessions, and I run these sessions every single day. If you're not already a member of the Binary Lab, you can actually just click and join on the sign up button on the page. But what you see me do in my sessions is that I'll look at a 7 and say that, well, this one, let's say it's a weekly high or monthly high, I'll say that this one may not work out straight away. So let's go in small on this. Just in case we have to re-enter, we can, alright? And if we don't re-enter and we win right away, that's great. We'll just end today with smaller profits, okay? Understand that if you, like I said, if you could at all, then avoid the first day of the month when the the monthly highs and lows on many pairs are being set. But I know there's a lot of people out there that have this insatiable need to trade. If you're a traderholic, comment below. I know there's some people out there who...
I will read a new comment. You inspire me a lot. I believe one day I will turn profitable.
Thank you, Augustus. So I was saying exactly. I was saying like what was I saying? There will be some days like the first days of the month you just want to stay away, okay? And then you can go in on the days where the market looks easy. Pick your opponents as well. Cherry pick. A lot of people say that when they look at my statements, when they look at when you look at my screenshots last week, surf my page and have a look at my trading results last week, and you see that how is this guy doing? Winning trade every damn day. Is he showing nice things? Well, not at all. Because if you watch my webinars, I'm actually doing the exact same trades that I'm posting about on my Facebook. Okay, and how I handle that is that you may not be able to cherry pick I mean, like, you may not be able to cherry pick. Okay, or rather, I don't cherry pick what I want to show on Facebook, but I cherry pick the trade setups that give me the highest probability. Okay, if I wanted to go big trades, so my account is over 100k right now. If I wanted to go like 3k or 5k per trade, I would go very, very high probability trades. And if I see that the probability is not there, I'm just going to go smaller. Okay, that if I go smaller, I know that day my win loss is not going to be so great, but I'm still going to make a profit. So this is what goes through my head. I hope this session helps you out. I'm almost at my destination, and if this helped you in some way, go ahead and comment below. And thank you for spending this time. And I just wanted to get this out to you. So the final thing I want to share with you is that stay out of trading like the first day of the month, unless you're up for a challenge. And if you're up for a challenge, make sure you're playing with your profits. Bye for now. This is Julian from the Binary Lab. Have a good day.
Bye bye. Go stop your name. Hi. Bye bye again. Bye. I'm saying it. Bye bye.
Bye bye.